Today, I shall record a YouTube video, and it begins here on my walk. Hello, I am Divine Lotus. It's nice to meet ya, and now let's talk. Let's have a chat. Yeah, bro, it is hot, as you can see. Look at my. Oh, your girl is sweatier than a motherfucker. But I love it. I love the heat. I love everything hot. That's just me. I'm still, flowing with whatever this video is going to be. I just know I was meant to record. And I've been going through a lot. I think we've all been going through a lot. And I think sometimes I felt like I had to be a particular person to share what it was that I was going through, like I need to have this or I need to do this. Like as I'm recording this, my screen is cracked, like I don't care, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like my vision is kind of cracked because your phone is you, it's a reflection of you, and I feel like I was being dragged across different timelines because everybody knows a different version of me. I think I'm just meant to talk about me, but I'm afraid to talk about me because that means I'm going to be seen and I can't control who sees. That's the scary part. But the flip side of it is there are way more for me than there are against me, and I didn't even mean to say that. Like, this is all flow state. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, to talk about myself. Like, it's not every day like give the people advice, because when you talk about yourself, that is giving people advice. I feel like I was maybe like just trying to be somebody that I'm not, just always trying to give the advice. Like, people will meet me, tell me about their problems, I give them the solution, they don't do it, and then they meet me again and tell me like later on, now like I'm gonna do it. Like, and when they're telling me in the moment, I'm like, this is exactly what I told you to do though. You've just flipped it and would only do it, listening to if you told yourself to do it. And that's fine, that's not the issue. The issue isn't when you rehearse something that someone else told you in your head so it can be you telling you. It's when they don't give you the credit for it. Like, it's just their original idea. Like being afraid that my ex-girlfriend watches my YouTube. I'm sorry, but first of all, she's not my first relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? And second of all, I shouldn't give a fuck. I genuinely shouldn't give a fuck, because I'm not speaking ill about them. I'm not like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm being divine. I'm living my life. I'm morphing into who I was created to be. Yeah? Which is just me. But suddenly I'm so hesitant to post because I'm being seen by people who never even liked me anyway, and they're upset that I took videos, like I took content in their house. Like, them videos, they can have them. I'm a content creator. I'm gonna record because it's like, I don't know who you are. So if you think that you can chill with me and I'm not gonna record it, that's something crazy, because like I don't know who you are, and I didn't know who she was at the time. And recording it felt safe, and it did. I inspired so many people. I met so many people online when I was in a relationship. I've met even more people in my new one. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So I'm flowing with the tides. I'm not even like, it's not an awkward thing. It's people that make it awkward when they realize that they can't just fuck with me and leave. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, they want to do that whole pull-out method. They want to abort. Like, and I'm like, no. Do you get what I'm saying? It's too late, because the baby, like, you don't choose the baby chooses you, and the baby doesn't want to stay here anyways. Do you get what I'm saying? I birthed that reality with another woman that looks like me, right? Still does. And on a deeper level, when I actually do have loads of female friends that like do these germs or they dye their hair green, like I'm actually gonna be so like happy. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But this was like in such a cocky way. Like it was so evil the way that she went about it. And like when we broke up, yeah, I was like, that's okay, that was the best relationship of my life. Like, you know, I'm seeing 777. I just be tolerating bullshit. Not anymore though, that's why I'm talking about it. All of us be tolerating bullshit. And now I don't even want to talk about that no more. I don't know about you, but so we dropping the tea and shit. We dropping. If you smoke, you better spark that. Yeah, you know, get something to eat, relax, whatever you gotta do. I used to say that. Whatever you do to chill out, do it. You know what I'm saying? And I like telling people to get comfy when they listen to me, because I'm not your regular person. This isn't just a YouTube video. Like, this is a ritual. When you prepare yourself to take in something from another you, right? And like, she always used to say that she'd be the first one to watch my shit. And I'm assuming she thought it was the other way around. It was the same way around, and I was just like, no. Like, I understand though, yeah, when you break up with someone, you want to be checking their page, like, but no. Like, literally no. I remember talking to Kenny about it, and I looked at her page with him, and I was like, man, I can't even look at this. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I explained this on my TikTok and my friends only. I'm not upset that she has my face, bro, because it's not my face even. Like, there's so many women that look like me. I just haven't met them yet, right? It's the fact that I watched her morph into me, and then she just like fucked off. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when someone takes your essence and then you don't really have any left for yourself. And then I kind of was like, I don't even remember giving her my life force. You know? It felt like it was taken. And I lost myself for a couple months. And Kenny was there to witness it all. Like, anybody is a witness here. It's him. And then I morphed again into who I am right now. And he just looks at me with such like adoration that I kind of now know if this is what love is. This is what love is to me. Not necessarily what it looked like. Because you can't compare every relationship, first of all. And second, I think I'm literally just getting out how I feel, because I felt like I was wasting a lot of time talking to him about her when I should be sharing it where I shared her. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole new chapter, me and him. And we have a lot of content together, but like, there's a reason why it's not posted. Like, I needed to physically look different, mentally feel different. Like, I needed to do some really deep spiritual rituals before I like evolve into my next relationship. And I've done it. And I don't know. Sometimes I question if it's okay to feel good. And I know that's a subconscious thing. And if you've been here for a while, you would know that me and my mother have a very rocky relationship. And she loves him. So it really, all it takes is a person. All it takes is people. I thought I would never speak to my mom again. Like, I made that very clear on here, bro. I said that she's never gonna meet my children. Like, our children, you know what I'm saying? He's been changing my perspective on that. You know, she is a human being, but I think I've just spent so long around people who hate themselves that I just receive that energy, and I'm like a sponge. So, but the beautiful thing now is, yeah, that I can feel myself doing some things solo that I never thought I would do solo, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, like there are some things that only the masculine energy can teach you to do, or should I say remind you to do, because or help you remember to do. Because with her I kind of forgot myself, but with him it was very interesting to rise so fast in love, and not just go off of this like we're so in love and like, you know what I'm saying, to not live in fantasy land, but to bring that fantasy into reality, and it still sticks. He fits in every part of my life, and I fit in every part of his life. And I remember, yeah, like watching different YouTubers. Let's talk about the Ace family for one, yeah. When I remember, I didn't watch them a lot, but when I did, I would be like, yo, like this family is so cool. You know what I'm saying? They altered our brain chemistry, you know what I'm saying? And now they're not together anymore. They haven't been together for a while, like over a year. She just wrote the book. I really want to read the book. I might buy it and read the book. A lot of people were hating on her for doing ayahuasca. I think she said she did it 15 times or something like that in 2 years. And I just want to say, yeah, that the plant medicine calls you. So if she was called 15 times to do that shit, then, you know what I'm saying? That's why it was really funny. Like when everybody was hating on her and calling her insane and shit, I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are not gonna like me. Niggas are not gonna like me, bro. Cause I'm just like her. And that's cute. I don't know, like I guess, yeah, maybe, yeah, like I just stopped being real because I was surrounded by fakeness. I'm telling you, yeah. So I wonder if this girl's gonna see it, right? Mila Van Z. I'm pretty sure that's her name. That's her handle on Instagram. If I said that wrong, yeah, we've got problems. But she's from Amsterdam, and I was like, oh my god, like how am I gonna get to Amsterdam to meet her? Yeah. All of you guys, I know you just by being myself. Every single one of you, even, you know what I'm saying, my ex, like I just don't want to talk about it in an awkward thing. Like it's just not, I'm just not that person. Even with my mother, bro, like I would still try and package it like I'm writing poetry about her. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying, I know how it feels to want love from a parent, and they're not giving you that shit because they don't have it within themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for that love from their parent. And it just goes back and back and back, and to the point where they was waiting on that love from Jesus. To this day, look at this red butterfly. Wow. To this day, she be waiting on Jesus. And I had to tell her in a nice way when Kenny was there, like, you know, we need to be able to connect without a man involved. And I said, I know that Kenny's here, yeah, and I'm saying that, but like this is my point. I want to talk to you without him there. I just don't know how to. You don't respect me unless there's a man involved, you know. And she didn't see it that way at all. But I just explained that I'm gonna make an effort around the house because I feel like that's my way to leave. If I don't want to hustle, then I'm gonna have to like flow with the water, flow with the tides, and like understand that not everybody hates me, not everybody's out to get me, and not everybody's gonna do me dirty like my ex. And that title is even like kind of makes me sting a bit because I don't really think she deserves that, because like she looked like me, she still does, and it kind of just, you know that compliment that people say, I don't know whether I want to be you or be with you. That's the vibes it was giving the entire time. And at least now we know it was just to be me. It just hurts though, because it was also like a bit selfish on my end though, because I just really enjoyed dating myself. Like that's what altered my brain chemistry. Like this, I always knew Jesus, right? And then I meet a woman, and then it's like I pour into this woman with no money whatsoever, and she uses her money to look like me. Like, if you really think about it, it's so glorious. It's so glorious. But I'm kind of just done pretending that she was ever my friend, and she just, nah. Whoa. Oh, what happened, y'all? Oh my god. I mean, I can do a little jumperoonie, but that wasn't there yesterday. I could even go under it if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna do a jumperoonie. Oh. Wow, damn. Jumped it. It looks so different, like in a good way, but it just looks very different. Like, look at that. This is really my home. This is really my home. Like, nature is home. So it's not even really that she looked like me. She looked like nature. That's why I can't hate her. But she don't feel like nature. You know what I'm saying? And that's the title of the video. It's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels. I wrote that on my tip the last time I smoked. It's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels. So that's why I stopped judging my mother. Because we're talking to her yesterday actually felt good. It did. Talked to her before she went to work. You know, I told you guys I was going no contact. But it doesn't really work when you live in the same household. No, it does work. Just not in my personal experience right now. It worked for a time though, because she had to realize how important I was. And being in a relationship with him, and like her actually seeing that we're serious about this shit, like, oh, they actually are making plans to be together. She wanted to hop on the plan, you know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, I'm with it. Like, if y'all want to be together, like, I'm gonna help you. But before, she was bringing all her fears from religion. She told me that yesterday. She's afraid of the word of God. And I get the fear of God, but I don't really get the fear of God. Like, prophecy is real. But I think there was a time in my life where I took it way too seriously. I put God on a pedestal, but God only knows that it's God because of me. So when you're alone, you just think you're always alone until you meet someone, and then you realize you was never alone, right? Sometimes you have to rewire your brain yourself and tell yourself that you was never alone. And then you meet the person, right? So my mother said another thing. She said that being alone helped her believe in God more. But being alone should help you believe in yourself more. I'm trying to like jump in there, bruh. But let me not do too much. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go on a nice little walk. Continue what the fuck I was talking about. Right? So I'm flowing with the tides. I'm like moving with the water, literally. Like, I would be having this conversation in the water if there wasn't so many people around. Like, even here is a nice little spot. Like, I could chill here for a bit. Should I? What we saying? I'm already walking there, so. It is a nice little spot though, honestly. It's a great little spot. I think I'm gonna stay here. But I should take my shoes off. Like, I was gonna walk further down the stream and shit, and that's the other thing, like, I'd be so afraid to record myself, record what I'm doing, record where I'm at. Like, damn. Like, I'm just afraid to do anything, huh? Because of people, huh? Okay. And where did that get me? Not far, people. Let me just tie this so I can take my ass in the water. And then I made this other video about how I want a child, right? And I genuinely do. Oh, look at that. Oh, that feels so good. You don't even... Wow. Let me put my feet back in that water, though. Oh. Oh. It's like, you know that verse where they're like, cast your cares and shit? That's what it feels like right now. I feel like I'm about to put all my weights and problems in the water. And I'm gonna rise again. Let me take some pictures and I'll be right back. Hey, it's been a minute. I said I was gonna take some pictures and come back, but as you can see, your girl is I did a lot of healing and cleansing, and I was with Kenny, and look, one earring is gone. So there's that. I mean, obviously, if you can't tell, I'm a different person from when I said I was gonna take some pictures and be back, right? So what I'm gonna say to you before we go, right? So for a lot of people, I feel like home. I remind them of a family from another lifetime, or a lover that they always yearned of having, or the friend that they always wants to smoke up with. And I think maybe I've allowed people to keep me to themselves, if that makes sense. So like, they don't want me to shine because they know how like bright my light is. But I had this very interesting theory. Oh, that was a draft from my TikTok. And then there are people who want to shine with you, who know that they have a light within them and know that you need to go first. It's not any like first shall be last and last shall be first. They just know it's my time right now. Right now it's Divine's time. It's Robin's time. It's Kimmy's time. There's so many different versions of me. I carry so many names. I can't stick to one name. You know what I'm saying? But right now it's called Divine's Universe, this channel. And I'm going to be who I always was. And who I always am, which is just me. And to not judge the expression. And to allow myself to release and cry and feel good. Did you know you're allowed to feel good? It's people like Kenny that remind me why we're even here. Because we don't all know the full story. Everybody says about the contracts. Yes, we signed contracts before we got here. But you don't have the contract right now. You don't know what you wrote in there. You kind of have to remember and look at your life experiences and kind of see. So I definitely think that my mother's in this contract. And we have something that we need to fulfill so that we can be physically apart and evolve. You know, she needs to grow on her own. She needs to be that woman that goes on solo dates in London, you know? She needs to travel the world on her own. And she's not going to do that if I just leave, you know, start my life and go no contact. And because she's religious, spiritually, she will still hold me. And I'm starting to realize the jurisdiction that biological parents have over their children, because it was your body that brought another body into this world. Even if consciously it's not about the conscious even, it's about the physical body. Like, she has jurisdiction over my physical body. I walk around with my birth certificate that her and my dad signed. And I changed my name by deed poll, so I carry both around. Right? I was so afraid to say that the name that I was born with is not the name that I carry now. And that's okay. I talked to my mum about it yesterday with Kenny, like, and he was affirming it for me, that this is who she wants to be now. She wants to be Divine Lotus now. I'm transitioning back to who I always was. You know? And that's gonna sting because she's called me Kim for so long, right? But I never told her to stop calling me that. I never told anybody to stop. I was just broadcasting the fact that this is the name that I go by now, and it sticks, and it sounds so good. And it's not even about how it sounds or how it looks, it's about how it feels. When I say I am divine and someone says yes you are, they can feel it. You know I'm divine when you look at me. And sometimes Kim, knowing that I'm Kim, clouds their judgment, because they think you can't be two people at once. They think you can't be God and the devil, right? They think that it's good or evil. I might be starting to see the duality in things, but it just makes everything that much harder, you know? But maybe seeing both sides of the story, all sides of the story, makes it easier, because then it's like, I say that all of you guys are my different perspectives. My YouTube channel used to be called The Jesus Perspective. Now it's Divine's Universe. Listen, you really gotta, it was the Jesus reframe, then it was the Divine reframe, then it was Robin's Yoniverse. Now it's Divine's Universe. Divine's Universe. Because Robin's Yoniverse has a ring to it. And Divine's Universe sounds good as well. I'll go with whatever I feel. Right now it's Universe though. Right? And I birthed you guys by thought. I said that there are people looking for me that are like waiting for videos like mine. They are people like me, just me. Like, it's not that they look like me, that they feel like me. I mean, that they look like me, or they talk like me, or they eat like me. They feel like me. And you know when you've been blocking yourself from talking to good people, like Joshua, right? So, I mean, I think I'm just gonna start calling people out, and like, if they watch, then they'll message me. You know what I'm saying? And I will message them. Like, I'm not afraid to socialize anymore. Even if, you know, like I was hurt by past experiences, it had to happen. Because look at me now. Look at me now. Like, on some G shit. Like, guys, we're going through life together. Right? We can see how crazy it is that there's wars happening right now. Like, and sometimes knowing about things outside of you, when you can't immediately do something about it, paralyzes you here. So don't consume too much. Have a balance. Create. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. So watch this over and over again when you need a reminder that life is worth living and I'm allowed to be here. And my experiences are not like, I'm not just going through this alone. People are going through this with you, but if you don't speak, how will you know? If you don't express, you'll just keep suppressing, and that trauma stays stored in your hips. And like, I can't tell you how good it feels to get that trauma out. When you move your hips, when you thrust, when you dance, you know what I'm saying? Move your body. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Love your body. I've never loved myself more than I do right now. Like, and you know that song, I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Believe I'm going home I'm walking, on my walk home, I'm listening to gospel. G-shit. Because I know who I am now. I know that I'm God, and it's okay. If my mother doesn't know that she's God yet, it's okay. It's not my job to tell her. I just need to be divine. Even if it hurts. Even if it hurts to be my authentic self. I would rather be my authentic self than try and be someone that I'm not. I need to come here with Natalia. She would love it here. It's just a lot of things I need to do, right? Like, I need to create content just because it's so much fun. And I stopped because I lost my love for YouTube. Hi. I recorded like the end of my YouTube video on my iPhone, and then I was like, "Oh, Kenny's calling me." I thought you was gonna say something, but we can't say what you just did. So, well, that's signing out from me and my boyfriend.
Oh my gosh!
What did you say?
I said, imagine. Oh my gosh! You knew you was recording, bro. Why would you just do that? Right. And you're still recording? Wow. That's it. I'm done. Just go ahead and do what you guys do, bro.
Y'all, don't worry about what you just did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. I was signing out anyways. Don't forget that you are God in the game, right? You might forget sometimes, but that's why we're here to remind each other. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go talk to him. But this video is great, like greatest video I've done in a while. So bye.